class today. Today's gonna be a really fun one, and we're actually using more props than I normally use, I realized. So you're gonna want three things. You're gonna want anything like a chair. It could be a stool, it could be, well, you want something with a high back and a place lower down. So basically a chair. I just defined a chair for you, you're welcome. So go get a chair from your dining room or whatever and grab that. A yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, totally fine. Grab a beach towel or a bath towel and just roll it up so it's about the width of a yoga block. Excuse me, not a beach block. And then light weights. I have 2-pounders today. Again, if you don't have weights, it's so not a big deal. You're welcome to go without anything, or you can go grab beans. Like cans of beans are a perfect weight. So pause me, run and grab what you need, get yourself all set up, and let's do it. So all your goodies can go to the side to start. Go ahead and take your feet really wide. Before we do anything, I was totally wrong. Grab your weights and put them to the right side of your mat. And you're gonna take them on either side of your mat just so they're all prepped and ready to go. Now we are ready to start. I still want your feet wide. All 10 toes are pointing forward here. I want you to inhale, and as you do that, sweep your arms towards me. So a little bit higher, about in line with the top of the forehead here. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, we just squeeze your elbows in, reach your hips back, and bend into that right knee, coming to this nice lateral lunge. Inhale, extend the fingertips forward. Exhale, reverse. Opposite side, bending the left knee. It's inhale, rise. It's exhale, lunge. So today's class is really gonna build. We're gonna start pretty slow, but don't fret. I promise that this end of this class is gonna be really challenging. We're gonna take an entire series on the right leg, working both thighs and glutes. And then we'll do it on the left. So it's gonna be pretty intense. So let yourself start slow here. Really focus on pulling the hips back as you bend into the knee. And then allow the scapula, the shoulder blades, to glide out and to glide in. So you're really opening up not just through the hips, but through the inner thighs, and letting yourself get a little bit of movement in the shoulder blades. 2 more. Last one. Come up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the chin to the chest. Bend both knees. Let the tail be really heavy, and then slowly, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, head and neck come up last as you roll up. Do it again, inhale. Exhale. Let the chin drop to the chest, bend the knees, tail is heavy, round through the low spine as you slowly roll up, articulating one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and turn the legs out. So the heels come in, the toes go out, and you feel this rotation in the femur bones. The femur bones rotate, so your inner thighs are opening up toward me. Hands can come to your hips as you lower all the way down into a wide turnout position. You can just gently rock side to side. Take your hands to your inner thighs, slide them down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, left shoulder twist toward right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. One more time each side, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Now come back to center, hands back to the hips, lift the chest as much as you can. So ideally the shoulders would stack over the hips here. If you're not ready for that, that's okay. Hinge forward a little bit, okay? Big breath. Exhale, left hand pushes. Right hand, left hand, right hand. So you have a little twist through the torso here. So feel that press through the palm. Feel the rotation through the abdominals. And then also feel this little rotation of your femur bone in the hip socket. So it goes in, out, little tap, little tap. If you want to slow down, slow down. If you want to speed up, by all means. 4, 3, maybe center in 2. Last one left, last one right, center, inhale. Exhale, turn the toes to parallel and forward fold one more time. Walk the hands over to the right leg. And then step yourself back to a forearm plank. So you tap the elbows down, hands come in line with the elbows, legs can be longer, of course. Knees can tap down, and you can curl your heels to your seat. A great option if you're just feeling like you want to get a little more focused today. Now roll the shoulders away from the ears as you take a big inhale. And as you exhale, feel your forearms press down into the mat and your shoulder blades spread wide along your back body. One more time, big inhale, lengthen to the sides of the waist. As you exhale, feel your front low ribs draw up. So you're really strong through the whole front body. One more time, inhale, reach the crown of the head forward and the heels back. And as you exhale, hug your hip bones in as you squeeze your sits bones together. Really strong in the core here. Now you can just hold, that's a great option. Or you're gonna take an inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to bend both knees to hover just over the mat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Now if you prefer a different breath pattern, feel free to do it. As you're bending and stretching your legs, I want you to close your eyes and check in with your pelvis. Are your hips dropping every time you bend your knees? Really use the strength of the abdominals to keep the hips in place so they stay right in line with your shoulders. Give me 4. Give me 3. Give me 2. Now I want you to hover the knees. They're bent, you're gonna hold it. Without actually moving, imagine dragging your forearms and your knees towards each other. Breathe. Are you here for 8, 7, 6? Where could you get longer? Draw the elbows and knees in. 4. Belly lifts. 3. You're all the way down in 2. Lay all the way down and lift the heart for a Sphinx Pose. Press down through the forearms. And then draw the elbows back towards the ribs as you lift the heart up. Low back stays really long, so the abdominals are going to stay engaged here. Big breath. Exhale. Grab your weights, sweep them back behind you, and press them into your mat. The gaze is going to come down towards the mat here, but I want you to feel length all the way down the spine. So imagine I'm grabbing the tips of your ears and I'm pulling them forward. Now from there, press your pubic bone down into the mat. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, lift the belly and lift the heart. Let your arms float just a few inches off of your mat. From here, the arms lift a little up, little lift, little up. Now my palms are facing the floor, but if you prefer to spin your palms to face your thighs, you're absolutely welcome to do that. Press down through all 10 toenails here. So you're not lifting your legs just yet. You're pushing your toenails down into the mat. And as you push your toenails down, I want you to squeeze through your quadriceps. So your knees will be off the mat, but your toes will be down. You lift for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Rotate your palms to face your thighs. Inhale, lift everything higher. Exhale, lower everything down. Inhale, arms and heart lift. Exhale, you lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift, hold it, and take the arms 1 inch out, 1 inch in. Squeeze it out, squeeze it in. It's out and in. If you need more, here's where you float your toes up and off of the mat. The legs squeeze in every time the arms squeeze in. Go 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold that squeeze in and breathe. Now open up across the chest even more as you inhale. And exhale, press your pubic bone down. Arms and legs, take a little lift, let's go. It's 16, 15, there's no hold. This is it for triceps. 12, you've got this. Find more length, go. 8, 7, inner thighs squeeze closer, here for 4, 3, 2, weights down, gently press yourself back to your child's pose. Big toes together, knees open wide. Big inhale, big exhale. Crawl your way forward to your high plank. I know you thought you were done. Almost there, I promise. Legs can be longer. Of course, your knees can tap down anytime. Shift forward onto your tiptoes. Actively squeeze your elbows in towards your rib cage. Chaturanga push-up, down for 2. Press up for 2. I'm coming my knees. Down for 2. Press up for 2. Now as you lower, I want you to lead, not with your chin, but with your heart. So you're really squeezing the elbows in. You're letting the ribs hug in, and you're feeling length through both sides of the neck. 2 more. Lower it down. Lift it up. Now hold this one low. Soften the shoulders and just go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up. Go 12, 11. Belly lifts. Go 8, 7. Downward dog is on deck in 4, 3, 2. Tuck the toes, lift the hips high. Down dog. Paddle through the feet. Press the mat away. Do whatever you need to do here. Swaying the hips or shaking the head. One more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Drop the knees. Grab your weights. And grab your block or your beach towel. Now, humor me on this one. You're going to take your block, your towel, and you're going to sit on it. And you're going to extend your legs in front of you. Go with me. Just go with me on this. You're going to bend the knees. I'm having a hard time getting myself situated. There we go. You're going to bend the knees. You're going to flex the feet. Extend the arms in front of you and rotate the palms up to the ceiling. Bicep curl, in for 2. Go out for 2. One more slow. Now if you feel ready, speed it up. Go in, reach, in, and out. Why are we sitting on the block? I hear you, I can hear you screaming that question at me. We're sitting on the block to get a little bit of elevation for our hips. So we're gonna take an arm series here in this seated position. A lot of us are really tight in our hips, which makes this position incredibly uncomfortable if you're sitting all the way down on the mat. With your hips elevated, it should give you a little bit more space for your hips to soften. And ideally, that's gonna let you get into your neutral spine more. So while you take these bicep curls, take a minute and close your eyes. You wanna feel the ears are stacked over the shoulders. The shoulders are stacked over the ribs. And the ribs are stacked over the hips. As your arms move, nothing else should be moving. So your core should be stabilizing you here. You have 4. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed, or you can open them. Go 2. Now I want you to stop halfway out and just go a little lift, a little press, a little up. Now I really want you to squeeze your weights here and stay strong. So even though you're just sitting, this could be core work if you let it be. Really push down through your sits bones and reach up through the crown of the head. Keep going with this pulse, just pulse it out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it in. 3, 2. Do it again. While the sits bones press down and the crown of the head reaches up. Use every exhale to wrap the abdominals around you. So you're strong through the core. Your front low ribs are hugging in and softening down. And you have a nice neutral alignment through your entire spine. Last one goes out for 4, 3, 2, hold it there. Flip the palms over and extend the arms long. Lower them down a few inches from the floor. Lift it up, yes. Go lower it down. Lift it up. You lower down. You lift. Last one, full range. Now I want you to hold that lift and small range. Go a little down, little up, little down, little up. With your arms extended, did you start to lean your shoulders back? Could you find more neutral again? Through the alignment of your entire spine and pelvis. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Squeeze the weights together. From there, just squeeze the weights, hold. Squeeze the weights, hold. Yes. Go squeeze the weights. Now really actively squeeze the weights together here. You've got this. Squeeze the weights, hold. Go squeeze the weights. 2 more. Now I want you to hold that squeeze on the weights and just lift the arms a little up, a little lift, a little up, a little lift, little press, little press. Things are going to change. We're going to add in some core. We are going to hop off of our block or our towel, and we're going to slide it in between our thighs. Not yet. You're there in 8, 7, 6. You have 4, 3, 2. Let the arms drop down. Slide yourself off of your block or your towel and bring it between your thighs. Same alignment with the legs. Same alignment with the spine. Okay, you're gonna feel more work in your hips now. That's okay, because we're going into core work. Extend the arms one more time. This time, thumbs point up to the ceiling. Inhale, squeeze the block or the towel. Exhale, hinge it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze the block. Yes, 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Last one. Now I want you to hold that hinge and just go. Squeeze the block. Squeeze the block. Yes, go squeeze. Now as you squeeze the block here, I want you to really hug your front low ribs in. I want you to hug your hip points in. And then I want you to notice if you're caving in your chest. Open across the collarbones. Beautiful. Yes, go a little squeeze. Little squeeze. Little squeeze. You're here for 8, 7, 6. It's just 4, 3. Hold that squeeze. Little back, little up, little back, little up. Now if it's too much for your arms, set the weights down anytime. If this is fire for your hip flexors, I want you to hold on behind your thighs and give yourself that little bit of extra support. You also could play with sitting on the block or the towel again and see if that helps. To be honest, I've never tried to do this abdominal work like that. So let me know how it goes, okay? You have 4 more. Go for it. 3, 2. Now I want you to hold that back and just reach right, left, little right, little left, little reach, little reach. Yes, little reach. You're squeezing the block. And when you reach, you're not changing the shape of your pelvis. You're reaching bottom rib towards hip bone. So it's a little twist, little twist, little twist. Yes, go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it center. I'm gonna set my weights down. You certainly do not have to. Flip your palms to face the ceiling with or without weights. Lift the arms. Press them down. Lift them up. Press them down. It's inhale, lift. It's exhale, press. Yes, inhale, lift. Strong in the abdominals. Lift it up. Lower it down. 2 more. Go lift and lower. Last one, lift up. Now I want you to lower and stop right at shoulder height. Beautiful. Squeeze your block and just give me little press, little press, little press, little press. With every exhale, really draw your sits bones in and lift up through your pelvic floor. You're back on your back in 8, 7, 6. Hinge back 1 more inch. Go 4, 3, 2. Keep your weights or leave them, your choice. Keep your block and lay all the way back. Floating your legs up to a tabletop position. Extend the arms out and let the arm bones soften down into the socket. Squeeze your block. Take a big inhale. Exhale, arms and legs, reach. Inhale in. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Now as you reach everything out, they're not going to go very far, and that's okay. I want you to really actively squeeze your block and help feel the strength of the inner thighs to release the hip flexors. 2 more. Inhale. And reach. Last one. Now I want you to hold your reach and just go. Squeeze the block. Squeeze the block. Yes, squeeze the block. You got this. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale, ribs down. Squeeze the block. Yes, you can. Just go. Little reach, little out. Toes and arms. Go. Little press, little press, little press. So it's not a full range, just a little press, little press. Oh, I'm struggling. Go 16, 15. Feel the rib cage hug it in down. Feel the low back lengthen. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hug everything in, set your weights down. Set your block to the side. And give yourself a nice hug. In. Big inhale. Big exhale. However you want to find your way to standing, let's do it. Bring yourself all the way up. You're going to set your weights to the side. You're done with them. Unless you desperately want more, in which case, by all means, you're welcome to do that. You're going to take your block or your towel, and you're going to go ahead and set it up just on your way by your chair. Okay? Here's where it's going to get really fun. Right leg is going to step out into your lateral lunge. I want you to reach your hips back and bend deeply into this right knee. Okay, so little to no weight is into that left foot. You're really emphasizing down into the right heel here. Inner thighs press away from each other, and then hips are going to really reach back. Yes. Hands can be your prayer. They can be your hips, whatever you prefer. Go a little down, little up, little down, little up, little down. So here, I just want you to set your alignment, okay? The next 6 to 10 minutes are going to be all about this right leg. So don't run. Stay with me. We're going to really burn out the entire leg, and it's going to feel so successful, I promise. You have 4, 3, 2. Now from here, I want you to inhale, press all the way up. Exhale, hips reach back, you bend the right knee. Inhale, lift. Yes, a little full range. Just a little breather. Push through the heel, and then really hips back, yes. Go lift. So you want to focus on the hips pulling back rather than the right knee pressing forward. 2 more. Go lift. Go lower. Last one. Now I want you to hold this low position. I want you to come up to your left tippy toes, so you're shifting even more weight into this right heel, yes. Now from there, if you can, lift, left leg, lower down, go, little lift, little lower, little lift, little lower, my balance is off, lift and lower, that's okay, lift and lower. Now again, if you can't lift, just feel the energy of what it would take to lift your left leg. Little up, little down, little up, little down. You have 4, 3, 2. Now could you hold that lift? Drop the hips, little down, little down. Oh, I'm not holding that lift today. I'm taking my toe down, little drop, little drop, little drop. But all of my weight is really into this right foot. It's just a kickstand with my left toes here. Go, little drop, little down, little down, little down. Yes, hips reach back. Inner thighs press away. Give me 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale. This time on your exhale, step all the way up to your chair. Lift your heels high. Send your knees forward. And use your chair for a little bit of support. Right leg should be on the outside. Left leg's on the inside. Yes. From there, when you take this left toes, and I'm going to tap them forward. I want you to tap them back. Tap them forward. Tap them back. Yes. So it doesn't have to be pretty. All I'm looking for is for you to take the majority of your weight into this right foot. Yes. Tap it forward. Tap it back. And you're going to feel a lot of heat start to build in this right quadricep. Go a little forward, a little back. 2 more. Little forward, little back. Now I want you to hold that little tap forward. Lift your left knee up to your chest. Go up and tap. Go lift and lower. It doesn't have to lift high. Just feel that thigh bone pulling up. Again, it's really not a lot about the left leg here. You're just finding an isometric hold on your right leg. Go 4. Go 3. Go 2. You know what's going to happen. Hold that leg. Go a little down, little up, a little down, little up. You've got this. Little drop, little lift, little drop. Pick up your tempo. Drop, little drop, little down, a little down. Yes, breathe. Heart is lifted. Shoulders are over your hips. Go 16, 15. Think lower and lower. Go 12. Yes. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Lower those left toes, turn to face your chair. Grab your block or your towel, slide it right underneath your left knee. Hinge yourself forward so you're on the seat part of the chair, and curl the right heel into the seat here. Go, little in, hold, little in, hold, little in, hold. So left knee is on the block or on your towel for a little bit of cushion. You're hinging forward onto your chair to give yourself a little bit of support to lift that right leg higher. Now, for this position, it looks a lot like one we did earlier. Remember that forearm plank hold that we did with forearms down and knees bent? Same idea here. I want you to draw your forearms and your hip points towards each other. So you're really strong in the core. Heel curls in hold. Heel curls in hold. 2 more. Now I want you to hold that curl in and just press the leg back. Draw it down. It's lift that right leg. Lower it down. Go lift and lift. Go lower, lower. Go lift and lift. Yes. 2 more. You got this. Lift. I feel like the garbage truck has come past like 17 times since I started teaching this class. I don't understand. Lift it up. Lower it down. Now lift that right leg up. Hold it. Yes, just a little press back. Go. Little press. Little press. Little press. Little press. Now notice here if your left hip is starting to creep forward. Pull your left hip bone back. Draw your right hip forward and try to square your pelvis off. You've pressed back 16, 15. Now the more you pull your right heel into your seat, the more hamstring work you're gonna get here. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that. Pull the right heel closer into the seat. Now draw your left fingers to your right wrist and rotate open towards me. Now if that means you need to swing your your left toes back behind you on the block, that's totally fine. These right hand can stretch up to the ceiling. Right leg is gonna extend long. Your choice, you can flex or point that right foot, your call. Lower it down, lift it up. Now the right fingers can continue to reach up to the ceiling, or you can always take your hand to your hip as a little reminder to keep your hips square. So it's really tempting in this position to roll this top hip open to the ceiling. I want you to keep it square towards me. Lift it up, lower it down. Now as you press into your chair with this left forearm, I want you to soften your left shoulder away from your ear. So left oblique is lifting to help support you. 2 more. Lift it up, lower it down. Now lift it up and hold that lift of your right leg. Go a little up, little up, little lift, little lift. Now here's where your hip starts to roll open. Keep it square, keep the abdominals strong, and then really shoot energy through those right toes. So not only are you working this right side glute, but you're also going to fire up through the right quadricep as well. Go a little lift, little lift, little up, little up. You have 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift. Flex through that right foot. Pull the right knee into the chest. Extend the right leg out. Goes in and in. Reach it out and out. Now here your range of motion might be a little smaller. That's okay. You are balancing on the block 100%. That makes it more challenging. Pull it in for 2. Reach it out for 2. Yes. Pull it in for 2. Reach it out. 2 more look like that. Go in and out. Last one goes in. Now hold that out. Here we go. Bend, stretch, bend, reach. Bend, stretch. Go reach. Little bend, little reach. Little bend, little reach. Every time you reach, I want you to squeeze through your quadricep. And I want you to lift your leg higher. Yes. Press down through that left forearm and breathe. You do have a hold, but this is it for your right leg. 8 more to your hold. Let's go. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Inhale, extend the leg longer. Exhale, lift it higher. Maybe you reach right fingertips long. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Lift higher, 2. Ooh, and one, you made it. Slide off your block and find your way into a child's pose. Big breath in, big breath out. Find yourself up and switch around to the other side. I'm gonna move my chair, you certainly don't have to. Coming up to stand. Oh, goodness. Knocking things over here. Left foot steps out, lateral lunge. Left knee bends, hips reach back. And you're taking little to no weight into that right foot. I'm sorry, it's kind of hilarious. The garbage truck just went by. Again, all right. Left heel is gonna take the majority of your weight. Inner thighs are gonna press open. You're gonna really reach the hips back here. Yes. From there, little down, little up, little down, little up. The beauty of the at-home workout, right? You can do it anytime, anywhere. But little things do happen. Life happens still at home, doesn't it? Go a little down, little up. That's okay. You're here. You're with me. You're working out. Even if life happens in the middle and you have to pause, that's okay. That totally happens. And you jump back in when you can. 4 more. Go 4. Go 3. Go 2. Hold it low. Inhale. Exhale. Press all the way up. Inhale. Hinge towards the forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hinge. Push through the heel to bring you up. And then pull the hips back. Yes. Every time you lunge down, press the inner thighs away from each other. Go. Lift it up. Lower down. 3 more. It's up and up. Hinge. 2 more. You got this. All 10 toes are pointing forward. Last one. Hold it low. Now from here, shift more weight into your left foot. Come up to the right tippy toes. Yes. If you can find your balance, right leg goes up and down. Little lift, little lower. It's up and down. Now, if you're not finding your balance today, that's totally fine. Just feel what it would take to lift your leg, right? So almost all of your weight, actually really all of your weight, has to be into your left foot. And that's all I'm looking for here. 4 more, I'll go 4, 3, 2, option to keep it lifted, or tap the toes down, little drop, little down, little down, little down, yes. So if your right toes are down, just let them be a little kickstand, don't put weight in them, okay? Weight is in your left foot, go a little down, little down. Feel strength, not just through the back side of the leg, but through the quadricep as well. Inner thighs press out, go 16, 15. You step all the way up to stand. You'll take your right hand to your chair. You're there in 8, 7, 6. Go 4, 3, 2. Step all the way to your chair. Rise up on the tippy toes. Send the knees forward. Lift the heels high. Now weight is going to stay in this left foot. Right toes are going to tap forward and back. Little tap, little tap. Yes, little up, little back, little front, little back. My left heel is staying lifted really high. Chest is staying lifted here. So as you fatigue in this position, you're going to want to start to hinge forward. Really fight to keep your heart lifted so that your shoulders stay stacked over your hips. Yes. Go 4, 3, go 2. Keep those right toes forward. Lift that right thigh bone up and down. Little lift, little tap, little up, little down. So absolutely the majority of work here is going to be in your left leg. But with that lift, you're going to activate your right quadricep as well. So for me, that leg is fatigued from already working it. So I'm feeling this more on this side for sure. Go 4, 3, 2. You know what's up. Hold this lift. You've got it. Go a little down, little up, little down. My hips are going down an inch, up an inch, not my heel. Hips drop down an inch, up an inch. Exact same thing, same control. Just speed it up, let's go. Drop it down, little down, little down. You're down on your right knee, facing your chair. Up next, go 16, 15, think just lower and lower. 12, heart stays lifted. Go, 8, 4, 3, 2, spin, face your chair, grab your block or your towel. Bring it about a foot back from your chair. Right knee on the block. Hinge the torso forward to lay the forearms on your chair and curl your left heel in towards your seat. Let's go. Little curl, little curl, little in, yes, little in. So here, you want to draw your right hip bone back and press your left hip forward. So you're nice and squared through the pelvis. Again, feel the energy of the forearms and the hip bones pulling in towards each other. So you're not allowing your low back to arch here. You're staying nice and neutral through the spine. Go a little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. Go 8. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Inhale, lower that left leg. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, meets your right. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze, yes. Now as you squeeze and lift the leg, I want you to use your exhale to draw your abdominals in deeper. So you're not allowing the shape of your low spine to change. It stays neutral, and it stays neutral, yeah. Lower down, lift it up. 3 more. Go down, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, last one. Hold the lift of that left leg and just press little back, little back, little press, little press. Soften the shoulders away from your ears and draw your heart forward as you pull your forearms and your hip bones closer towards each other. You've got this. 16, 12, keep it higher. 8, 6, go 4, 3, 2, hold it. Inhale, pull the heel closer to the seat. Exhale, right fingertips to left wrist. Rotate open to face me. Left fingers can reach high or they can come to your hip. Extend that left leg long. Maybe point to the left toes. Tap the big toe. Lift it up. Go tap down. Go lift it up, yes. Tap it down. Go lift it up. So as you take this variation, I want you to really push down with your right forearm and feel your right shoulder soften away from your ear. Feel your right side obliques drawing in and up to help support you. And then really shoot energy through those left toes. So not only are you working the side of the left seat, but you're still working that left quadricep as well. 2 more. Lower down. Lift it up. Last one. Then you're going to hold that lift. Just 1 inch up. Go little up, little up, little up. Now here's where this top left hip really likes to roll open. Keep the hips square and stacked. So you're not rotating open to the ceiling here. Beautiful. All 5 toes of your left foot are pointing directly at me. Go little up, little up, little up. Spine is long. Relax through your shoulders. Lift up for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, reach. Inhale, pull. Exhale, reach, you've got this. Knee up, up, up. Keep it up as you extend, so don't let that knee drop. Yes, 4 more. Inhale in. Exhale, reach. Both of my glutes are talking to me big time right now. 2 more. Inhale in. Exhale, reach. Last one in. Now hold that reach. Let's go. Bend, stretch, bend, reach. Bend, reach. Little bend, little reach, little bend, little reach. It can be flexed. It can be pointed. It's totally your call. Feel the bottom hip and draw up to the ceiling. Shoot energy through that left heel. And this is it for your left leg work. If you want to extend the fingertips up to the ceiling, by all means do. You just have a hold. And then we take a little bit of a plank just to center ourselves off, okay? Your hold is in 8, 7, you're almost there. You're there in 4, 3, 2, hold the extension of the leg, inhale. Option to extend the left fingertips long and lift that left leg higher. You're in a plank in 4, you're there in 3, you're there in 2, hands to your mat, grab your block, bring it between your thighs, and find yourself in your high plank. Please take your knees if you need. Please take forearms if you need, or if you have wrist issues, you can always take your plank on your chair. Hands come to the chair, and you're right here. Okay, that's gonna be really great support for you. Squeeze the block, hold. Squeeze the block, hold. Squeeze the block, hold. You got this. 4 more. Go. 4. Go 3. If it's your towel, squeeze your towel. Hold that squeeze and breathe. 8. 7. Get longer. Exhale, draw the sit bones together. 4. 3. You're almost there. Go 2. Tap your knees down. Keep the hips high and walk the hands forward for a puppy dog pose. Your forehead can melt down into your mat. Your sits bones lift up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Gently walk your hands in to find all fours. You can remove your towel or your block and just put it to the side. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, reverse that. Keep going at your own pace here and don't feel like it has to be linear. You can take a little circle. You can take a little sway side to side. Just making sure you're passing through both an arching and a rounding position. Just getting a little bit of mobility into the spine. Big inhale. Big exhale. Meet me in a neutral position. Press through that right palm and inhale, lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, weave the left arm under the right, letting your left shoulder come to rest on your mat. If it feels good, you can walk your right hand forward to give yourself a little deeper stretch on the left shoulder. 2 big breaths with me here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand plants. Inhale, open the left finger system 1 more time. And left hand down. It's the right hand that sweeps high. And next big breath in. And the right fingertips weave underneath the left, threading the needle, letting your right shoulder and the right side of your head come to rest on the mat. Your left fingertips can walk forward if that feels good for you. Try to soften and breathe in this stretch. It's a twist, it's a nice shoulder stretch, it's a chest opener, it's all kinds of fun things. 2 big breaths with me here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand plants. Inhale, right fingertips sweep up to the ceiling 1 more time. And right hand comes down. Bring your big toes together and walk your knees to the outer edges of the mat. Come back to sit on your heels here. The left hand comes behind you, right fingertips sweep high. And I want you to hold this position for a few breaths. Pushing down through the top of the right foot and lifting that right hip bone up, stretching out to the right quadricep. Really reaching the right fingertips overhead so you get a nice opening through the right side body as well. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time, big breath in. And as you exhale, gently switch sides. Right hand back. Left hand lifts up to the ceiling, left foot presses down, and you feel that big stretch through your left side quadricep. Push down to the top of the left foot and lift the left hip high, reaching the left fingertips back behind you and really opening the entire left side of the body. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Lower your hips down. Gently sweep the legs in front of you. One final stretch here. Elongate the legs. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. And then exhale, forward folds. Really take whatever variation you need here. If you like keeping your chest lifted and keeping neutral, do that. And if you prefer to round the spine, dropping the chin, by all means. I like swaying side to side, just getting into all the little nooks and crannies of my hamstrings, of my calves, of my IT bands. And just like our other stretches, join me 2 big breaths. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, soften and release. One more time, inhale, fill up. Exhale, get deeper in your stretch. Gently, one vertebra at a time, you roll all the way up to a seat. Find a comfortable position for your legs, whatever that might be. And join me, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, drop it down. And that is your class. A little something different today. The flow was a little unusual, a little different than what I normally do. I would love your feedback, as always. I hope that you had a fantastic workout. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I hope to see you again really soon. I'll be back next week with another all-new bar workout. Have a great day.